Everyone, today I'm going to be doing a New Year's Day makeup. I didn't do one for the New Year's Eve makeup kind of thing because I didn't have enough time and I'm not going anywhere, so I thought, well, New Year's Day is my birthday eve because my birthday's on the 2nd, which I have got a makeup tutorial for that as well. So I thought, why not do a New Year's Day makeup? So the first thing I'm doing is priming my eyelids. I'm actually using a new primer. Well, not strictly speaking a new one, but it's a different shade from the Maybelline Colour Tattoo 24-hour gel cream eyeshadow. I'm going to leave all the eyeshadow names down below just because I can't actually remember the names of them. But they are from the Naked Free palette and the Smoky palette. Just to let you know. Just because on the Urban Decay Naked Free palette, the names all kind of rubbed off, so I can't actually remember the names of them. So I'm going to be using this purpley brown shade. It's a really nice shade. It's also metallic as well, so it's more. I'm just applying this all over my eyelid, and as you might be able to tell, my brush fell in half, quite literally. I don't know what happened, but it just all went just fell apart in half. Literally, I just had like 3 brushes, and they just all kind of split. I don't understand why, but they did. The glue seems to have gone. So I'm just applying this all over my eyelids. Again, this is actually a really nice shade. I'm going to say it's a purpley brown, pinky shade, and I will have to do the research and find out what the names of them are. So they will be down in the description box. Just because I can't actually remember the name of them, and it's a bit annoying. And then I'm using a dark pink colour from the same palette, and I'm just applying this on the inner half of my eyelid to kind of bring some more pinkness into the eyes. Obviously, this is super dramatic. It is New Year's Eve, and it is New Year's Day tomorrow, so what a way to start 2017 with a really amazing makeup. So then I'm using a darker shade, and this one's actually next to the eyeshadow that I'm using for my eyelids. I can't remember the name of it again, so it's going to be in the description box. So what I'm doing is I'm applying this in the crease and basically blending it towards my nose, and then using the other. I usually apply it with the flat side, the eyeshadow brush, and then I use the blending brush to just blend it out. That way I get more of a precise kind of crease, and yeah, and then I just kind of wipe away any mistakes and fallout. Sometimes it just happens because I've applied a little bit too much eyeshadow on my brush and it just goes everywhere. So yeah, I'm just keep blending it and adding more as well. I usually add some more eyeshadow if I need to. And I'm just going to blend it, and also start adding some darker colours into the eye. This look is kind of very neutral, but it's also quite dark in a sense, and also I'm adding a little bit of glitter just to brighten it up a tad, just because I don't want to look like I'm tired. Like I'm tired from 2017, like already, like one day. So just adding a little bit of sparkle. This eyeshadow is really sparkly, and actually it's one of those eyeshadows that you could probably be able to use in about 4 weeks because it's so sparkly. It's basically just a glitter. So then I'm using a darker eyeshadow. This is the one at the right at the end. This is like the red, black with red sparkles glitter in it. Sparkles. I don't know why I've started using the word sparkles, but red sparkles in it. And I'm blending this on the outer half of my eyelid and into my crease, and in kind of like a moon shape. Yes, there's a new one. We've got a new one. We've had window wipers and rainbow shape, and now we've got the moon shape. And I'm also adding a little bit more pink in it and blending the other colour into the eye, and just wiping away any mistakes on my nose because of the fallout. Sometimes you get fallout, especially from darker eyeshadows. Don't know why, but you just do. And then I'm going to be adding some black from the well, maybe not. No, I'm just adding some more of the crease colour. Again, as I said, I will have all the eyeshadows down below, so I'm just going to say that every time I use a new eyeshadow, just in case someone asks me what the name of the eyeshadow is, because it's all going to be down there. You might notice it takes me a while to fill out the description box, but it's usually because I am going to be 19 and I'm still at college and I'm doing work at the moment and I've just got a lot of things, so yeah, it just takes me a while to kind of fill out the description box. And just doing the other eye, just there. And I am going to move on to my lower lash line. I'm using a black eyeshadow, and yes, I am singing along to the songs that I'm playing. Yes, guys, I do that. I've just started doing that just because I've been really loving listening to music. And so at the moment I just kind of singing to myself, and yes, that's a bit weird, and I just filmed myself doing that, so I'm showing my subscribers now and the public that I sing to myself. So yeah, so I'm using the black eyeshadow and I'm just lining my lower lash line. By the way, if I look up, I'm actually looking at a mirror, so the mirror is just above where my setup is, so I can see it, and I'm just checking that I am doing my makeup okay, because sometimes using a small mirror or just using the iPod, which I use to film on, and yes, I've got a new camera, but I still like to use my iPod because it's my favourite thing in the world and I have one, so I'm going to make use of it. Moving on, so yeah, I'm just applying the black eyeshadow on my my eyelids, and I'm actually using it on the outer half where I applied the other colour, and then I'm just adding a little bit of other eyeshadows as well, just to create the perfect look, including a purple eyeshadow from the Urban Decay Naked Smoky palette. Moving on, I am now going to line my top lash line. As you know, I always do this. This is going to help make my lashes look fuller and longer, and also to tie together the makeup look. I always say this in all my videos because it literally is one of the things that I always do, and I always say in my videos. I should really just do a time lapse, really, of me applying my eyeliner, because literally I always kind of go on about how this is my eyeliner look, and I always use my eyeliner for this and that, and yeah, I kind of do that a lot. I actually realised that, and so that might be in my future 2017 videos. So I'm just going to time lapse bits where I just say the same things. So like all my foundation as well. Although I'm planning to do a foundation routine actually, maybe in the summer, because I've done one for the winter and I just thought summer, it's kind of it's one of those times where you kind of have oily skin and everything, so it can be a kind of a cool thing to do actually. And I do change up my makeup during the summer, so I'm actually pretty excited about doing that. Now I'm going to be applying mascara. Now this mascara is awesome. This is like this MAC mascara. I can't remember the name of it, but it's a tester that I got for Christmas. As you might know, if you've watched my what I got for Christmas, I do talk about this, and it's really good. It just makes your eyelashes look like you're wearing false eyelashes, so I really like this. So I'm going to apply this to my top and bottom lashes, just to kind of, and yes, I pull a funny face, that it always happens. It actually, true fact, it relaxes the muscles around your eyes, so you do this just kind of stop yourself from blinking while you're applying mascara. So yeah, that's why I look like a numpty. So then I'm moving on to just kind of applying a highlighter in the corner. I always do this just because it helps to brighten up your eyes and just kind of it makes you look more awake, which is probably one of my number one things to do. And I'm always applying it may be a different shade, but always a lighter colour. So I'm using like a kind of a peachy pink this time with a tad of glitter, just to kind of tie in a look. But just because this looks so dramatic, I don't want to kind of put a really bright eyeshadow in my inner corner and then have it look a bit abnormal. So I am going to do that, and I am going to apply this all over. Then I'm going to move on to foundation. I was like talking to myself a bit there because like all over. Wait, hang on a minute. What are you putting all over your face? And then I went, oh, foundation. So what I mean is I'm going to be applying foundation on my face. So on my forehead, my nose, in between my eyebrows, at the side of my face, on my cheeks, and under my eyes because I lost my concealer. I always do this. I will always lose a favourite product, like I really like this product, and then I just lose it, and then when I find it again, it's the most glorious moment. I always do this. Now it's like most people go, well, if you like it so much, why do you lose it all the time? I don't know, and I do really try and take care of these things. My favourite products, favourite toys when I was little, favourite shoes and everything, but I would always lose them, and I don't understand why. As if the universe doesn't want me to use these objects. So, moving on, I am just applying a little bit more of eyeshadow because sometimes I apply a little bit too much foundation. And oh yeah, I applied foundation and realised I forgot to put my primer on. So I'm using the MAC Prep and Prime, which by the way is amazing. So I'm thinking about getting the full bottle of it because it just makes my skin so smooth, and I've got really dry skin at the moment, and it really helps me look. It helps my skin just look smooth and not like, and it stops the foundation from sinking into the dry patches on my face. Especially around the sides of my face and on my chin, and it's just amazing. And it's not like, it doesn't make your face look pale because of it. It's kind of more of a white. It's a white kind of paste. So toothpaste, cream. That's better, not paste. It's not toothpaste. Sorry. Moving on. It just kind of brightens up your face, and it's mattifying as well. So I really like this. And then I move into foundation, and I use the L'Oreal True Match foundation, and it's amazing, this True Match foundation. It's actually one of the foundations I find it doesn't cake, doesn't look too dark, and it's just the right shade as well. And it does say True Match, it does match perfectly. Just because I'm not too pale, but I'm not, so it's just kind of the right shade for me. And I really love this. So I always use a flat top foundation brush as well from Smashbox. I think it's from Smashbox. I think. Yes, maybe. Oh, I don't know. I think it's Smashbox, and I really like this. So just blending it out in circular motions, just blending it around my nose and everything. Sometimes it can go a bit streaky, but I suppose this is just down to the brush, and sometimes using my fingers I just kind of blend it out. It doesn't look streaky once you blended it out properly, so it's not the foundation, so I kind of know it's not the foundation, which is good. So I'm just applying this under my eyes, and I use foundation under my eyes as well. I actually kind of find it useful to use foundation because it doesn't make really much of a difference to me. I'm not really highlighting my under eyes because I only do that if I really need to, but at the moment I don't. So moving on, I am going to be using, I'm going to start contouring, so I always use the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Sculpt in Glow, and yes, I am looking for it. Oh no, I am using a concealer under my eyes. Sorry guys, I'm just using a little bit of concealer that I've just found. It's actually about light reflecting concealer, and I'm just using a little bit just to kind of brighten up my under eyes, just because at that moment I was like, maybe I do need a little bit of brightening under the eyes because I have done quite a dramatic look. So I have decided that I will do that, and yeah, so it's a really nice makeup look. I've tried to make it dramatic but easy at the same time, and I am going to set myself a goal of actually doing makeup looks that look slightly different as well. And my mum and me are going to go on this like course where we learn how to do vintage makeup. So there may be a makeup tutorial coming on that soon. I don't know when that is, but my mum's been talking about it to me, and it sounds like a really good idea. So yeah, I just really want to learn how to do different types of makeup, like theatrical and stuff. So 2017, my aim is to do different types of makeup and do makeup tutorials for you guys a lot more. I'm going to try, but for the winter series, it's just going to be my basic kind of, my usual. And then probably the summer, because summer is like, I do a lot of videos during the summertime, is when you're going to see those new makeup tutorials. I don't know what was going on, but I had like really dry patches, and I'm pretty sure it was the primer. I know I said it was really good, but it was like the primer just dried weirdly on that area, and it just was all flaky. So you can kind of see where it's like that, but off camera I managed to perfect it and just kind of get rid of the kind of flaky primer. I don't know why, I think I just applied a little bit too much. It's like when you apply, if you get glue on your hands, it was like that, which was the weirdest thing. So yeah, just be careful when you use prep and prime that you don't apply too much because it will dry in a weird kind of way. So yeah, I don't, it might not be that, I'm not sure, it might be just because my skin was dry in that area. As you can see, it's white on the other side, so I'm not sure, but I'm just going to test it out and see what it's like. Maybe in that and if it does the same thing again, then it is the primer. If it doesn't, then it's probably most likely most likely that it's my skin, and it's just I need to, and I will I might do a skincare routine, so I might show you how to kind of sort out dry skin, but I don't know. So I'm just explaining there that there was some problems with my skin in that area, and I was trying to kind of get the perfect look for you guys, and really the contour and the bronzing was just messing up my look, and I was really annoyed as well. So I then just contoured my cheekbones, and then I just kind of moved on to blush and lipstick. So I'm using this MAC Love Cloud. I haven't used this in a long time, but I started using it again because I can't find my usual blush, which is Benefit Havana. So I'm using that again. And then I'm using this new liquid lipstick, and it's from Victoria's Secret. I've forgotten the name of it, but it's like a velvet matte lipstick, and it's amazing. It's like really messy, like it's kind of like really red, but it's so easy to apply, and I love lipsticks like this with a small doe foot applicator. So I kind of did it really well, and it's the perfect shade of red as well, so it's not like really bright tomato red, and it's not really dark red either, so I really like this. So I'm just applying this to my lips, and I love this. Yeah, so I can't say it's just amazing. That's all I can say. I keep saying the same thing. I'm just applying it to my lips. It's amazing. I'm hoping this clip could hurry up because I keep saying it's amazing, and I don't have any music to put onto it, so you're just going to hear me talking about how amazing it is. I've finished, I think. So this is kind of the finished look without glasses on. Maybe not. Yeah. Sorry that you couldn't see me applying the lipstick. Red lipstick, it smells fear just like a winged eyeliner. So I'm just going to put my glasses on. And here is the finished makeup look. Thank you for watching my video. Bye.